Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Rob King. Representatives are heading back to Olympia for the start of Washington's legislative session. One bill that legislators will be discussing is Senate Bill 5974. Now, if approved, it would create new eligibility requirements for sheriffs and police chiefs, and it aims to enhance public trust in law enforcement. But not everyone is on board with this. Madeline Mullins shares why law enforcement agencies across the state are against this bill.
Well, this is not the first time a bill claiming to modernize and clarify the laws surrounding law enforcement agencies has been discussed. Last year, a House bill and its companion Senate bill made its way through Olympia but ultimately failed to advance. Now, the bill's sponsors have introduced a similar bill with hopes this one makes it to the governor's desk. One of the things Senate Bill 5974 does is create new requirements for anyone running for or appointed to sheriff. That person must have a high school diploma or equivalent certificate, worked for a law enforcement agency for 5 consecutive years, and received the necessary certification required within 9 months of taking office. The bill also states that candidates must go through a background check. Right now, that's not required by state law. The bill would also remove an elected official like the sheriff from office if certain certifications are not obtained. Now, sheriff offices across the state are voicing the opposition for this bill. A letter from the Walla Walla sheriff, who is also the president of the Washington State Sheriff Associations, reads in part, a significant element of this bill proposes that an unelected state board have the authority to remove an elected official, specifically an elected sheriff, from office. This creates a significant challenge to the elected office of the sheriff. Legislative efforts to impose additional requirements must not override the will of the people or diminish the integrity of the electoral process. Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles has added his signature to this letter, but others say this bill will help hold law enforcement agencies accountable.
These bills are manifested by what has transpired in modern day policing, and what WCPA is requesting that these bills go forward, because they will save lives. They will bring honesty back to law enforcement. They will create trust in our community.
The Washington Coalition for Police Accountability is one of the organizations in support of this bill. Now, the legislative session starts tomorrow, and this bill is scheduled for a public committee hearing on the 15th. Reporting in studio, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thanks. Well, warmer temps mean snow starting to melt here in the inland northwest as we take a live look over downtown Spokane, the pavilion sparkling, and our first alert weather team tracking what looks to be a warmer week ahead. So we'll send things over to Jason Valentine, who's tracking those warmer temps.
Yeah,
and
Rob,
possibly sun.
Yeah, my gutters were getting overtime today. A lot of noise coming out of them. You're going to get your sun this week, but also some more fog on the way this week as well. Good Sunday evening, Rob. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. 35 right now in the Spokane area. We should be remaining right at or above the freezing level into our overnight period. So more of that melt is going to occur, and we're going to be seeing 40-degree temperatures return as we get into our work week. So we've had a little bit of shower activity come through the Spokane area. More of it has been rain-snow mix, Sandpoint area and in Bonners Ferry. Could see, again, very quick little showerlets come through the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area tonight, overnight, and into your Monday. But besides that, we're looking to be staying dry. So high temperature trend. Look at these temperatures on the way. Our average for this time of year, right around the freezing mark. So by Tuesday, we're about 15 degrees above our average. So just like we saw in December, we started out chilly and then got warm by the time we got to mid-month. So odds for wet weather, very light for tomorrow. Again, if we see rain, it'll be very light and gone very quick, but dry conditions are going to take root for the week ahead. Also, visibility issues, better today, but still just 10% visibility in Colville, seeing some 50% visibility in Sandpoint. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we move along in the evening. Speaking of our evening, we are looking at or above the freezing level overnight. I'll get you ready for your work week. That's my full forecast coming up.
Jason, thanks. Flu cases high across the country. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates there's been more than 15 million cases this season, and healthcare professionals warn illnesses are likely to climb. Jen Sullivan tracking the latest data.
Each night, toys are sanitized as employees at this daycare center in Des Moines, Iowa, try and fight off germs as flu cases in their area surge.
We mop the infant room floor twice every night, once with just warm water and once with a sanitation.
Nicole Scatino-Talley is the director of the Angelique Christiani Child Development Center. Some of the children here are infants and aren't eligible for the flu vaccine yet. It's recommended for 6 months and older. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says children under the age of 2 are at a particularly high risk of developing serious complications from the flu, which is why employees here are taking extra precautions. But this is a nationwide problem. Flu cases across the country have skyrocketed, topping an estimated 15 million. This map from the CDC shows multiple states experiencing high or very high levels of the flu. Roughly 180,000 people have been hospitalized and 7,400 have died. Most of the cases are from a severe strand of influenza A known as subclade K.
This subclade K, which is a new strain that probably is not included in the current vaccine.
Many healthcare professionals are worried cases will continue to rise.
The flu vaccine absolutely prevents severe illness, prevents hospitalizations.
The CDC estimates 130 million doses of the vaccine have been distributed nationwide this season, but that covers less than 40% of the U.S. population. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Due to widespread respiratory viruses, Providence hospitals in the inland Northwest tightening up their visitor policies to keep everyone safe and healthy. Now, starting tomorrow, visitors under 18 will not be allowed to visit various departments of the hospitals, including siblings of patients at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. The hospital says it will consider rare exceptions, and they'll reevaluate the policy in the spring. When we come back, we remember the legacy of a rock and roll icon known for his improvisation that shaped a generation of counterculture in the 1960s. And a new Air Forward venture shows us a newly renovated Post Falls Park turned winter playground.
And a lot of that snow that is on the ground right now will be gone by the time, especially as we get to Tuesday, as warmer temperatures are taking grip. Let me get you and your family prepared for the week ahead. My first weather forecast, that is next on 4 News Now at 6.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salonpas patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive Soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 72 months no interest. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
Coeur d'Alene Honda has been here since 1968, owned and operated by the same family for over 57 years.
A lot's changed in 57 years. The way we treat our customers hasn't.
Check out our reviews. With a 4.7 rating, it shows we really care.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, all of our new and select pre-owned Hondas come with our free nationwide lifetime warranty.
If you're looking for that perfect vehicle, we've got you covered.
We work with local credit unions and lenders to get you the best rate possible.
I just got approved with no money down.
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
I used to think all money managers were the same, but Fisher Investments is different.
How different are they really?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, and they reach out proactively.
They probably invest in a bunch of mutual funds like other money managers.
No, they build a tailored portfolio based on your personal goals, needs, and more.
Well, they probably have a complex fee structure.
No, Fisher has a transparent fee that's a percentage of your portfolio.
So we do better when you do better. At
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Lost or locked credit cards can ruin travel plans. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. On my next Money Saving Monday, I'll show you how your bank's app can save you on the road. Plus, the must-do step to take before you leave. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by CARD, the Center for Asbestos-Related Diseases.
Welcome back. This summer, the Post Falls community enjoyed a newly renovated Black Bay Park just in time for peak summer conditions. Turns out, just as much fun on a snow day. Enjoy a bird's eye view of the snow-covered park in a brand new Air Forward venture.
Welcome to Black Bay Park. Finally got some snow. We've been waiting for it. So we got lucky, came on out to do some sledding. We had a snow day this morning, so we decided to come down and try it. We've actually never came here before to sled. We live right around the corner, and I grew up coming down here. Perfect day. It snowed perfectly, perfect type of snow, packed down quick and easy. Can't ask for much more. I've hiked all over this thing when I was younger. You know, you can go anywhere. You can go all the way to the end, and then you hiked all the way down for a while. There was a rope swing that they put up on this big old tree out there. That was cool, so you can hike all over back there.
It's only a walk away from our house. Well, in the summer, it's my favorite place to swim, but honestly, I think it's great because you just come 5 minutes out from our neighborhood and it feels just like you're out in the middle of nowhere. I love all the trees. It's so pretty over here. It's our favorite place to just do family walks and swims, and then during the wintertime like this to go sledding and stuff. It snowed all night last night. It was great watching it, and we were all expecting it to hopefully stick so that we could do sledding today. So yeah, my kids are having a blast.
Unfortunately, not much sledding for the next couple of days, as the snow on the ground will be pretty much going bye-bye as we're looking at much warmer temperatures for the next few days. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful one so far. 34 in Coeur d'Alene, 35 in Spokane. Quite a bit of cloud coverage out there, but we're not seeing the fog that we saw yesterday at this time. Could see some more tonight, but for right now, we're looking good. The melt is definitely on. We're going to be seeing upper 40-degree temperatures by the time we get to Tuesday. So, my goodness, we're going to see a lot of that snow start to melt if it hasn't already. Warm next week, light rain chances tonight, very slight, but still a chance, and light winds are going to continue. So fog is going to be popping up for our work week as well. We have seen some quick showerlets coming through the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene region in the past few hours. Now, we did see some more rain-snow mix for lovely Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. That'll continue off and on. Let's take a look at their forecast radar. As we move into the next couple of hours, again, just quick little showerlets for Deer Park, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and still just a little bit more of that rain-snow mix for up north. Again, overnight tonight as well. Into our Monday, hit and run showers are possible. Best chance will be late in the evening. But as we get to Tuesday, things are going to clear up, and it is going to be very dry. So it is going to be not wet, it is going to be not windy, but it is going to be warm for your work week. So take a look at our passes. It's going to show up, I promise. We are looking pretty good. And look at the week ahead for the passes. It's going to even expound into those areas. Snoqualmie, Stevens, just seeing rain this week. 4th of July and Lookout Pass, seeing no snow. So we're really settling into a constant groove for the next week ahead at least. So current temperatures, look at Lewiston, 46, quite the hot spot. 37 for our friends down in the Tri-Cities, and right at the freezing mark for Sandpoint and Colville. The difference from yesterday, pretty significant for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene. Other areas are looking to be right around where they were yesterday. We will see warmer temperatures almost across the board for tomorrow and especially Tuesday. Overnight tonight, we are going to be above the freezing level for most of our cities, save for Colville. And we'll be looking at, again, maybe a quick spritz or two. It'll be very quick if it does. Now, winds taking another kind of break today. We're seeing a little bit of wind in Coeur d'Alene, and again, this is keeping Pullman warm, those easterly winds, but we are seeing some moderate air quality starting to come into some of our areas. So if you're susceptible to that, do be careful for the next couple of days. 46 tomorrow, 48 by Tuesday. Dry conditions, foggy conditions are expected Wednesday and Thursday. As we get to our next weekend, more sunshine and dry conditions. Overnight lows will get to the mid to upper 20s, but our daytimes will be very warm. So for your Monday, maybe a quick spritz or two, but a very mild and warm Monday is on the way.
All right, Jason, thanks. Well, nationwide protests continue due to the deadly shooting of a woman by an ICE officer. New video from Minneapolis watches this man confronts a member of law enforcement, flips his middle finger at him. Words are then exchanged, and the officer can be seen on the video telling the man to get back before spraying an irritant at him and another woman. The FBI is taking over the investigation into the death of Renee Good. Last week, President Trump seemed to acknowledge the agency is not sharing evidence with Minnesota state officials, who are now seeking their own investigation.
You can see everything that they are doing is trying to shape the narrative to say what happened without any investigation.
The Trump administration says the officer thought his life was in danger, adding that back in June, he was dragged by an alleged child sexual predator trying to evade an ICE arrest. He suffered severe injuries and required 33 stitches.
I truly believe this officer, in his mind, thought his life was in danger, which allows him to use lethal force. Now, I'll say this, let the investigation play out.
Some lawmakers are calling for these ICE operations to be suspended, with some even pushing to defund the agency or impeach DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. The Smithsonian has removed details about President Donald Trump's impeachment from an exhibit at the National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. The previous label provided information about the president's 2 impeachments and that the Senate acquitted him both times. A spokesperson for the Smithsonian said the Portrait Gallery is updating its America's Presidents exhibit and looking to provide fewer details about any new portraits. The Smithsonian has faced pressure from the White House to comply with a wide-range review and for the museum to adhere to the administration's push to stamp out what it considers to be anti-American propaganda. Well, today we're remembering a rock and roll giant. Bob Weir, co-founder, guitarist of the Grateful Dead, died at 78. He was a key figure in the band's iconic sound and spirit, kept performing with Dead & Company until 2023. Weir passed peacefully after battling cancer and lung issues. Tributes pouring in from fans and musicians. The Gonzaga Dance Department debuting an original ballet next weekend. It's a creative retelling of the fairy tale Thumbelina, with music originally composed by a recent Gonzaga alum. The show's close to an hour and features Gonzaga's student dancers as well as children from local dance studios in Spokane. Tickets range from $8 to $15, and the show runs this Friday evening to Sunday in Gonzaga's Magnuson Theater with both evening and matinee performances. Well, sounds like a good time. When we come back, we'll preview the Seahawks' upcoming match against the 49ers in the divisional round. Don't go away. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Right now, you can lease a new 2026 Tacoma for $309 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Welcome into sports, folks. Sundays are for the NFL, and I usually refer to them as Seahawks Sundays, but the Seahawks are on a bye as they await the lowest seeded team who played in that wild card round this weekend. The Seahawks will host the 49ers in Seattle for the divisional round, the most recent team they faced in regular season and the team they beat to clinch the NFC West title and the #1 seed. The two rivals will meet again, but this time in playoffs and not regular season. A few days ago, wide receiver Cooper Kupp spoke about the excitement and preparation in the locker room.
It's been a real cool just understanding globally in this building that we're set on a mission. We got a mission in front of us, and we're attacking it. And even though we don't know who that is, who's going to be put down in front of us yet, we know we were going to handle this week with an intention, with an understanding that we're still under construction. We're still working towards something.
The Seahawks now know their opponent is the 49ers. Kickoff time and date is still to be determined. And kicking things over to Hoops, Washington State men's basketball is fresh off of a tough loss to St. Mary's yesterday evening. The Gales built a double-digit 12-point halftime lead and continued that momentum throughout the second half. But the Cougs look ahead to their big matchup in Pullman this Thursday, where they'll host the Gonzaga Bulldogs. The rivalry and history run deep between these two programs. History does favor the Bulldogs as they're on a 7-game win streak versus the Cougs and have not lost to them since 2010. As for the Cougs women's team, they're coming off of a tough loss to Santa Clara yesterday evening as well, despite a season-high offensive showing with 3 players landing in not just double figures, but more than 20 points each. It wasn't enough to beat the Broncos, and after the loss, head coach Cammie Etheridge spoke about her team's hunger and effort in that game.
Right. I just felt like it was actually a team that I recognized and a team that was hungry and a team that was disappointed in their effort against Oregon State. So I agree. I thought we played really hard. I thought we messed up just so much on our scout and how to guard, but the effort was really there.
Washington State women's team will look ahead to the huge matchup against the St. Mary's Gales, who will come into this matchup on a 2-game win streak. Kickoff in California is this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. And shooting things over to Gonzaga women's hoops, they had a big win in the Kennel yesterday over Portland. It put them back in the win column after their tough loss in the previous outing. The first quarter had struggles, but the second half was when the team came alive. Head coach Lisa Fortier spoke about the message to her team throughout the game.
The way it was going in the first quarter, I was happy to get to 6 points, actually. But then we had 0 turnovers in the third quarter, which led to 34 points. So that was kind of what we were saying all along, was if we could just take care of the basketball, stop trying to do hard things, stop trying to do crazy things, then we would have success, which we obviously did.
Up next, the Gonzaga women's team will host San Francisco this Thursday in the Kennel at 6 p.m. And an emotional night in Colfax as the Bulldogs and rivals Liberty hosted a Purple Out night to celebrate and honor Colfax basketball head coach Reese Jenkin as he battles pancreatic cancer. The Bulldogs gym packed to the gills with purple t-shirts reading "All for Coach Jenkin, Bulldogs fight together." Senior Gunnar Brown spoke about his connection with Coach Jenkin and what a night like this meant to him.
You know, I've known them my whole life. Reese has been like kind of a second dad to me since I've grown up. He's been my coach since about, I think, 3rd grade, and Adric's been my teammate forever. And, you know, it's just surreal to see this community. They've done so much for this community, and it's just really cool to see this community come together for them and let us show them how much we love them and support them and how much we're here for them, honestly.
Colfax powered to an inspired win over Liberty. We'll have the full story from this special night coming this week here on 4 News Now. We'll have one last look of weather after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Zero Res.
One Night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring Elvis, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, January 29th.
Winning is just the beginning.
It's the end of the year closeout and the new year model launch this week at Findlay Honda Spokane, where you can get some of the biggest dealer discounts of the year.
Like up to $1,000 off MSRP on a new CR-V, or up to $2,000 towards a 2025 Ridgeline.
Plus, delay all payments until March 1st and get extra big trade-in values.
This is your chance to get one of the best vehicles made for less.
During the year-end closeout at Findlay Honda Spokane, Spokane's locally owned Honda.
At Furniture Row, a new year calls for a new sofa, sectional, dining group, bedroom set, mattress, and more. Because the New Year's Super Sale has been extended, so getting it all has never been easier. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. And score 60 months no-interest financing. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks at great prices. But hurry, the extended New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
In a noisy advertising world, we make you heard. Seven radio stations, ABC4, 4 News Now, and Phase 3 Digital. We create your strategy, content, future. The result, more customers, more sales, more growth for your business. Let's create your next breakthrough campaign. KXLYBrands.com, the perfect match for your business.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to let you know how much your case is potentially worth. I'm here with TV personality and spokesman Tom Mustin. So, Tom, tell the viewers at home who should call right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. You heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity. Call now.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back on this Sunday evening. Let's get you ready for your Monday. Could see some sun breaks early. I know Rob's looking for that. Looking at highs in the mid-40s tomorrow. We are going to be staying mostly dry. If we see any shower activity, it will be very quick and non-substantial. But do get ready for dry conditions to continue, warm conditions to continue, and fog to be popping up all week.
All right, hoping for that sun. Thanks, Jason. A movie that was filmed here in the Inland Northwest has been nominated for 2 Golden Globes. Train Dreams, set in the early 1900s near Bonners Ferry, Idaho. Most of the film, though, shot in eastern Washington, like areas in Spokane and Colville. It stars Joel Edgerton, who's nominated for Best Male Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. The film also nominated for Best Original Song. And you can watch Train Dreams right now on Netflix.
Cool.
I've not seen it. It is on my watch list on Netflix. I will watch it, and I will report back with my thoughts to you guys. But
a few films have been shot here and were successful. There was
Vision Quest.
Vision Quest famously is the most famous. Why Would I Lie from 1980. The first shot is a kind of a point of view shot over Spokane.
There we go.
Gorgeous.
Deep cut. You can go watch that as well. Thanks for watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you tonight at 11.
Sign up